Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on my YouTube channel, Sustaining Youth, and I'm your host, Timothy Burns. And today's podcast is about longevity and the Isagenix company, which is an amazing company that has holistic products for fitness and for weight loss and hydration and the whole kit and caboodle. I'm joined here today by my friend Marsha, and Marsha is who actually introduced me to the Isagenix company coming up on a year that I've been on the products. So thank you so much for being here, Marsha. It means a lot to
Thanks
me.
for having me.
So let's just jump into it. And just from a big picture, for somebody who's like brand new to Isagenix, what do you think makes the brand stand out?
So the first thing I would say, Tim, is that they've been around for almost 25 years. So they're not riding a fad or a trend, and they're a global leader in holistic wellness and well-being. They have over $9 billion in sales.
Wow.
24 countries around the globe, probably even more now, helping over 5 million people.
Wow.
And
that's
so
amazing.
That's just, they're here to stay.
Right.
And they really believe in evidence-based nutrition.
Right.
And what do I mean by that? You might say, what does that mean? What that means is they have 24 clinical studies that support their products.
Wow.
And they have 10 human trials that have been peer-reviewed and published in national magazines using their protocols.
New England Journal of Medicine, the National Nutritional, that's a big one too, I think, that they're published in.
Yeah, and the results are just amazing.
Like, what are some of the results that they saw with well, first let's start, I think maybe let's just start with the protein shakes, because that's what I started with. Did you start with the protein shakes?
So I actually started with the protein shakes when I retired from work, and I was looking at shakes because I had read from several doctors that women over 50 should have a shake a day to help with absorption. And my friend works for Isagenix, and she said, you need to try this product. And they have this, it's called Race to Maintenance Protocol. And she said, you need to try it. It's going to be life-changing. And so I jumped right in.
Wow.
And the results were amazing.
Right.
And so they have whey-based shakes with 36 grams of protein, 24 grams of protein. They have plant-based shakes.
Right.
And the key with these whey-based shakes are they have enzymes in them.
Yeah.
And so when you make the shake, it breaks down those enzymes into amino acids, and you absorb 90% of the protein versus 15% of like a regular shake.
Right, like if I'm having a low-fat chocolate milk with 14 grams of protein, I'm just getting like 13 to 15% of that, correct?
Right, correct.
Because my body doesn't have the enzymes to break it down in real time for absorption.
Yes, exactly. And that was a study that was done by Dr. Ruggiero, who was a world-renowned oncologist and published study over well over 200 studies that were published.
Right.
So it's all backed by evidence-based science, and the results on their full protocol were just amazing.
Now, are the shakes more about meal replacement, recovery, or just overall healthy support? Do you know what I mean?
So it's for all. So the big shakes that I use are 36 grams of protein, which is clear.
Well, those are the ones that I'm on.
The protein is helpful.
Which are, this is the vanilla flavor, but just so everyone can see, this is the Isagenix Performance Protein Shake, which is 280 calories, right?
Right. It's a full meal replacement shake, but with that, remember, you're going to get 32 grams of protein, 23 minerals and vitamins, amino acids.
Right.
And the great thing is when you absorb that protein, it makes you feel full and it helps support your body. And think about it, 32 grams of protein. That's huge
and
win.
That is what they say we need, right? Like that's what the research says we need.
So the research would say that you need 1 gram of protein for every pound that you weigh.
Right.
Or even if it's only 0.8 or whatever.
Right.
So for me, I weigh around 120 pounds. That means I need 100 to 120 grams of protein
per day.
Per day.
Yeah.
To support my body, my metabolic health, my muscles. And that is so key.
And well, like Marsha, in your retirement, you teach Pilates, and you normally are teaching like most commonly like 4-hour block reformer Pilates classes.
Yep.
And so on like your normal day, I'm just curious, like how many shakes are you drinking? Or are you supplementing with other stuff?
Yeah. So I do 1 shake a day. That's pretty much non-negotiable. And so if I'm teaching like I taught this morning from 8 to 12, I take it with me in the morning and I can drink it when I'm there. It fills me up and it's great. Sometimes I teach at night. I take it with me at night. Okay. What I've learned to do is do protein pacing. So only eating every 4 hours. Starting eating with protein first, cutting out the
wasn't
snacking.
It Dr. Paul, is it Dr. Paul?
Arciero.
He was saying that, I believe, that you need those 4 hours to give your body all the time to absorb it all and recover.
Exactly. That's when your body breaks it down and it can utilize it. And if we just keep eating, our body never has that chance because it's just focused on digesting all the new stuff coming in. So it never gets to the next step. And so good nutrition is a key part of that, which is so hard to find these days.
Right. And I think for myself, it's almost like the best meal I get. That shake is like the best meal I'm getting, more so than like my dinner sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Because they're fully balanced. Your protein,
can we talk a little bit about mixing it with the warm water and the incubation?
Yeah, so what Dr. Ruggiero found in a study is that if you take these shakes and with the enzymes in them, if you make them with warm water and let them what we call incubate, you just let them sit, you start to see them bubble. And that's the magic. That's breaking down that protein. So even people that are lactose intolerant, these are whey-based, once that protein is breaking down, they can a lot of times take these big shakes versus the plant-based ones. And then it breaks it down. So when it gets your body, it's readily absorbable. And that's where you get that 90% protein absorption.
And for the people that want to do the shakes to lose weight, which are that's the 20, how many grams are in the basic protein shake, not the isolene performance shake?
So the basic whey shake has got 24 grams of protein in it. Plant-based are probably around that same range.
And these shakes are 280 calories. Is that about the same, do you think?
It's less for some of the other shakes. So these are 2 great big, huge scoops. But remember, you're also getting vitamins and minerals and essential amino acids with them.
Right. So just to move on a little bit, creatine is having a real moment right now. Why do you think so many people are suddenly talking about it? Is that it's in the periphery?
I don't know. I think it's a hot topic on Instagram, and so it pops up. But I do think there's a lot of studies on creatine, and as people have become more health conscious, they've seen these studies, and they're like, the benefits are tremendous.
I mean, the one that Dr. Paul was talking about with the Alzheimer's patients that up to 5 to 10 grams a day broke the blood-brain barrier, and they were seeing such cognizant results in Alzheimer's patients that he said it was just off the charts how their cognitive symptoms sort of went away somewhat in that study. Are you familiar with that study?
So I know that study, and I think they were taking actually 10 grams in the morning and 10 grams at night. So
20 grams.
20 grams, and it crosses the blood-brain barrier. And they did see improvement. Now, Tim, we should say that this conversation is not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent or cure any diseases at all. The data that we're quoting is on published peer-reviewed studies and or referencing something that we've heard from a testimonial. So we should say that when we're talking about this, it's either something in a study or something that we've heard from people.
So, a lot of people still think that creatine is like for bodybuilders, I don't think that's so much the thing anymore. And then the also cool thing about what we've learned about creatine is like that we should be ingesting it at night, right?
Right. So creatine supports a lot of things. It supports muscle recovery, which is why instead of thinking about the big bodybuilders that were going into the gym taking it before for energy, it really helps restore our muscles, and it's part of our overall restoration. When does our body do that? At night. So that's when we should be taking it. That was the recommendation from the doctor. But it helps with muscle recovery, it helps with brain function and focus and just overall resiliency. And so I've added it to my routine because I really want that brain health from it.
And this is the canister from Isagenix creatine, and they are considered one of the most cleanest creatines on the market, I think.
Yeah, it's the gold standard. Again, going back to the beginning, evidence-based. So that creatine, it's the gold standard. And it's affordable, right?
Right.
I mean all of their products, when you break them down.
$23 maybe? Something like that?
I mean, they're cheaper than some of the other products on the market.
Yeah.
And they've got more benefits, and they're based in evidence.
Now to swing back about protein a little bit, so I've just recently been trying the clear protein whey-based isolate, which is just 90 calories. That this is the tropical bliss flavor, which I love. So like when I'm doing major hikes and working out on my days off, I'm supplementing with that with my performance shake as well. Do you do that in your?
I do have some. And to your point, when it's a nice hot day and in the afternoon,
so
you have
refreshing.
choices of what you can reach for, right?
Right.
So you can mix one of those up, put some ice in it, and you're getting protein. And again, think about it. If you're only absorbing a certain amount of protein a day, eggs have the most absorption at like 40%.
Right.
I mean, how am I going to get 120 grams of protein?
Yeah, I mean, these are, you're right. I mean, 20 grams grass-fed whey.
It's protein
the 4.5
isolate,
grams of the BCAAs, which are sort of like the BCAAs amino acids. Are BCAAs amino acids? I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, so let's move on. I want to talk a little bit about the Hydrate Immune Support Total Body Hydration, which I'm on. This product is they're peach lemonade. I mix them with Crystal Light lemonade. They are so refreshing. They have built my immune system up so much. I'm slightly immunocompromised. I have some slightly immunocompromised issues with my physicality, and they have just been making. I mean, it's totally changed the way I feel. Are you into the hydrate? Which of the hydration drinks are you drinking?
So they have a variety of hydrate products. I do have that. They have a watermelon with collagen, which is really great.
And that's one because I do a treatment here at the spa that's called microneedling, where because I'm an esthetician, I take a gun that has 30 needles on the head of it that spins around at the rate of a dentist drill. And I'm opening deep, deep channels into the skin. So I'm looking forward to when I have my next microneedle using that collagen, or even the hyaluronic acid based one would be good too, probably also for my body's joints.
Right, they have the hyaluronic acid, and then they have regular ones, and these have got a lot of electrolytes in them. You can make them stronger or weaker. And since you mentioned collagen, they also have marine collagen that you can buy. It's a collagen elixir, which again is one of the top rated collagens that you can get.
I haven't tried that yet, but that's going to be probably the marine elixir is probably going to be the next one that I want to try. Just to move on, I do want to talk about sleep a little bit, Marsha, because you gifted this to me. It's the Renewal Sleep Support, which I absolutely love. It's a spearmint spray that has tart cherry, valerian root, magnesium, melatonin, and I can just say to you guys out there, I was on Ambien for a very long time, and it was this spray that got me off of Ambien. So that just, I mean, that's kind of huge. Have you used the spray much since you got it?
I've used it just a couple of times. I think it also has L-theanine in it, but I know people that swear by it and they use it all the time. And this is not, this is one that you spray in the mouth and you let it sit. So it's not a pillow spray or anything. It absorbs internally. And you don't get like that hangover in the morning from it.
Absolutely
so
not.
It's natural. And like I said, I know people that absolutely love it.
So for somebody listening right now who wants to keep it really simple, to feel better and maybe age a little stronger, what is the best place for them to start in all of this, do you think?
So I think it depends on if you have a specific goal like weight management, or if you just want to get into better holistic wellness, or you want that protein that is so important for us to get. And Isagenix has packs. So they have a weight management pack that was done in the study that was quoted, and we can talk about the results from that study. They have protein shakes, which is kind of where I started in the program. They have a skincare pack with collagen in it. They have non-hormonal menopause support that they have, which is really big.
Some of their products even support the GCL or the
GLP-1s.
The GLP-1s.
So what they're finding, I mean, and there was just a study that was published in Australia saying that these things are just wrecking people's bodies. And I mean, it was, one of the doctors was reading from this study and it was not good at all. And so again, you need a lot of protein on those because they're burning muscle mass. So what you need is these big shakes that have got 36 grams of protein in them. And if you have 1 or 2 of those a day, you're going to help get that protein with it. So you can do that for support. They have vitamins. They have gut support, which they're saying your gut is your second
gut biome.
brain. Like, so they've got that. They have adaptogens, which are good for stress and release. So you can go into an overall wellness program, and it's almost overwhelming. So you might want to start with a pack, or reach out to Timothy as a person who can guide you.
What I'm going to do on the companion social media site, Timothy Burns on Instagram, Sustaining Youth on Instagram, I'm going to put links that will send you to these products should you want to purchase them. So that's kind of exciting too. So to wrap all of this up, Marsha, I just want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast. And, you know, I mean, it's what it means to explore these products to fit into our life. And you're such a wealth of knowledge. I want to tell everybody, Marsha's going to be back on the podcast and we're going to talk about Pilates. There's going to be a major Pilates conversation with Marsha and maybe a couple of other people, possibly my sister and another Pilates instructor I know. So you guys can be excited for that. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to press subscribe. This has been the Sustaining Youth channel on YouTube. I'm Timothy. This is Marsha. Bye.
Bye.